Hey there YouTube lovers, my name is BB8 and today we are going to review Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This is my long awaited review for the game because I have mentioned it for quite a while because it took me like 15 months to beat the game and here we are finally reviewing it. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? For the gameplay of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is widely regarded as one of its greatest strengths of the whole game. It offers a rich and immersive experience that combines elements of exploration, combat, and character progression, and a deep and interconnected world. One of the standout features of the gameplay is the expansive and visually stunning world of Ulrest. Players are able to freely explore various environments, ranging from lush forests and vast plains to towering mountains and bustling cities. The world is filled with intricate details, hidden treasures, and diverse wildlife, creating a sense of wonder and discovery as players traverse its landscapes. The combat in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is both strategic and dynamic. Players control a party of characters, each with their own unique abilities and roles within the battle. The combat system revolves around a real-time action approach where players execute auto attacks and unleash powerful abilities called arts to defeat enemies. The key to success lies in effectively managing the party's abilities, coordinating combos between characters, and exploring enemy weakness. This strategic depth keeps the combat engaging and rewarding throughout the game. The character progression is another compelling aspect of the gameplay. Each character has a distinct class known as a driver, and they are bonded with sentient weapons called blades. Blades provide additional skills, buffs, and unique combat abilities to their drivers. Players can acquire new blades through a gacha-like system, creating a sense of excitement and customization as they build their party with different combinations of blades and drivers. The game also features a deep and interconnected quest system, allowing players to engage in a variety of side quests and story-driven missions. These quests provide opportunities for character development, world building, and rewarding loot. Additionally, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 boasts a robust crafting and upgrading system, enabling players to enhance their equipment, customize their characters' abilities, and further optimize the combat's effectiveness. For the graphics and the performance, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 showcases impressive graphics and performance on Nintendo Switch. The game's optimization features ensure a smooth and stable performance, allowing players to enjoy seamless gameplay without significant performance issues. The frame rate remains steady, contributing to a fluid and responsive gaming experience. Additionally, the controls are well implemented, further enhancing the overall gameplay satisfaction. One notable aspect of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is its captivating art style. The game's visuals boast a vibrant and diverse world filled with breathtaking landscapes, intricately detailed and designed characters, and imaginative creatures. The art direction seamlessly combines elements of fantasy and science fiction, resulting in a unique and visually stunning experience. The attention to detail in both the environments and the character designs add depth and richness to the game's overall aesthetic. It is worth mentioning that the release of the Nintendo Switch OLED model back in 2021 has the potential to enhance the visual presentation of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, as the OLED screens offer advantages such as deeper blacks, more vibrant colors, and enhanced contrast, especially for the design features on the standout characters Pyra and Mythra, where anywhere that shows a glowing green would look the best. And I am kind of glad that I did wait for the OLED model to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2, because the game does look better on an OLED screen compared to the original Switch. These features can further elevate the game's already impressive visuals, creating a more immersive and visually striking experience for players. Although the game does not support native 4K resolution, and if Nintendo were to release 4K hardware in the future, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 would likely benefit from increased visual fidelity and detail that 4K resolution provides, further enhancing the immersion and beauty of the game's world. For the world building in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is widely regarded as one of the selling points for me, since I love it when world building is implemented into TV, films, or games. The game presents a vast and intricately crafted world that immerses players in a rich and diverse setting. The game takes place in the world of Orist, a vast Titan-covered land where humanity resides on the backs of colossal creatures called Titans. I'm not gonna lie, since this game does have anime-like world building, if you're not really the biggest anime type of person, the world building may not be for you. Now back to it. Each Titan serves as a unique environment with distinct ecosystems, civilizations, and cultures. This concept alone sets the stage for a truly captivating and imaginative world. The attention to detail in the world of Orist is remarkable. From the towering landscapes to the smallest details in the environment, everything feels meticulously designed. Each Titan has its own distinct geography, climate, and inhabitants, creating a sense of wonder and exploration. The game seamlessly blends various landscapes, including lush forests, expansive deserts, icy tundras, and bustling cities, ensuring that players never grow tired of their surroundings. Moreover, the game's world is brought to life through the dynamic day and night cycle and weather system. The passage of time and changing weather conditions not only add realism, but also impact the gameplay and the behavior of NPCs, further enhancing the sense of immersion, as the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is also populated by a wide array of memorable characters, each with their own stories, motivations, and relationships. The NPCs provide depth and context to the world, making it feel alive and interconnected. The game's side quests, often tied to specific locations and characters, further enrich the world and allow players to delve deeper into its lore. Furthermore, the game's narrative and lore expand upon the world building, revealing a complex history and mythology that players gradually uncover, and the interconnectedness of various plot elements and the revelations about the world's past add layers of depth and intrigue. For the story, the plot of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is a complex and epic journey that takes players through a series of unexpected twists and turns. The story begins with the protagonist Rex, a salvager who was hired by the Torna organization to retrieve an ancient ship. During the salvage, Rex encounters Pyra, a legendary blade known as the Aegis. After a fateful encounter, Rex forms a pact with Pyra and sets out on a quest to bring her to Elysium, a paradise said to be located at the top of the World Tree. Throughout the game, Rex and his companions face numerous challenges and confrontations as they encounter various factions and characters, including the mercenary tribe of Vandham, the Inquisitor Morag, and the prize of Tantal, Zeke. Along the way, they learn that the Torna organization, led by Jin and Malos, aims to unleash the ancient weapon called the Aeon on Elysium. With the invention of destroying humanity, Rex and his allies must stop Torna's destructive plans and uncover the true nature of Elysium. As the plot unfolds, significant revelations occur. The true identities of certain characters are unveiled, such as Nia being a blade herself, which is one thing I did not expect throughout my time playing the game, as Pyra also reveals she has one other form, being Mythra. That was a bit obvious, but there was also an existence of a third form known as Numa. The group delves into the history of the Aegis War and the conflicts between blades and drivers, and the impact of the architect Klaus on the world. In the climax of the story, the group reaches Elysium only to discover it as a desolate wasteland, and they meet Klaus, who explains the origins of the world and his role in his creation. The architect's imminent death prompts the group to confront Malos, who has obtained the powerful Aeon weapon after a fierce battle. The group succeeds in stopping Malos, but at a cost of Numa sacrificing herself to prevent the destruction of Orist, the aftermath of the final battle brings about a renewed world, with the Titans' destruction with the Titans merging to form a new landmass. Pyra and Mythra are revived in separate bodies, reuniting with Rex, offering a sense of closure to their journey. Overall, the plot of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 weaves a complex and engrossing tale filled with unexpected twists, emotional moments, and grand revelations. It explores themes of identity, the consequences of power, and the nature of existence, providing players with a satisfying narrative experience. For the music, composed by the renowned Yasunori Mitsuda, along with contributions from other talented composers such as Ace, Kenji Hiramatsu, and Manami Kiyota. The music of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is an extraordinary soundtrack. One of the standout aspects of the soundtrack is its sheer breadth and diversity. The music encompasses a wide range of genres and styles, seamlessly blending orchestral arrangements with electronic elements, rock-inspired soundtracks, and ethereal melodies. This variety reflects the diverse environments and the game's scale of the world, enhancing the immersive experience for the players. The composition themselves are incredibly memorable and emotionally evocative. The melodies are richly layered with intricate harmonies and soaring motifs that perfectly capture the grandeur and emotion of the game's story and setting. From the epic battles that accompany intense encounters to the serene and melodic tracks that underscore moments of exploration and tranquility, each piece of music expertly crafted to enhance the player's emotional connection to the game, and in addition to the composition, the quality of the audio production is outstanding. The sound design and mixing of the soundtrack are the highest caliber, ensuring that every instrument and vocal performance is crisp, clear, and immersive. The attention to detail in the sound effects and the way that they are integrated into the music further enhances the overall audio experience. Furthermore, the soundtrack features exceptional vocal performances, such as the game's iconic main theme Beyond the Sky, sung by the talented Jen Bird, is a breathtaking and emotional piece that has become synonymous within the game itself. Other vocal tracks such as Counterattack, Drifting Soul, and One Last You showcase the power and beauty of vocal performances, adding an additional layer of depth to the music. The impact of the soundtrack extends beyond the game itself, as many of the tracks have become beloved among the gaming community. The music of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has garnered a dedicated following, with fans creating covers, remixes, and orchestral arrangements, further highlighting the lasting impression that the soundtrack of the game has made. Now, for one area of the game I want to talk about, which did leave me divided, was probably the voice acting. Because I wanted to talk about it in my review, because unfortunately the English voice acting in the game is quite bad. The reason I don't like the English dub is due to the lack of energy going into the characters at giving moment or tone, or that some of the casting choices didn't fit. In particular, the portrayals of Rex, voiced by Al Weaver in English, and Nia, voiced by Catherine Mayhew, have been criticised for not capturing the intended tones of the characters. Some players feel that Weaver's performance doesn't fully capture the energy and emotions of Rex, leaving his character feeling somewhat flat within the English dub. Similarly, Nia, one of the main characters in the game, a key member of the party, voiced by Catherine Mayhew, has been criticised for not matching the desired tone of her character. This has led to a division among players who feel that the English dub fails to deliver the intended depth and personality for these characters. However, amid the criticisms, there are those who appreciate the English voice acting in some areas. One standout performance is from Sky Bennett, who voiced both Pyra and Mythra, two most important characters in the game. Many players feel that Bennett successfully brings the right amount of energy and emotion to Pyra and Mythra, creating a more engaging experience for English-speaking players. In contrast, the Japanese dub of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has garnered widespread praise. The fans of the game often highlight the Japanese voice acting as exemplary, citing the actor's ability to effectively convey the intended energy and emotions into the characters. The Japanese voice actors are also seen as more fitting for their respective roles, enhancing the overall immersion and enjoyment of the game for players who prefer the original language track. Which, if I'm going to be honest, the English voice acting may be bad, but the Japanese voice acting was phenomenal. Like, I literally played the entire game in Japanese, not English, for that reason. For the characters in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 are a major highlight of the game, contributing to its emotional depth, engaging storytelling, and player investment. The diverse cast of characters showcases memorable personalities, complex relationships, and compelling character arcs. The protagonist, Rex, is a relatable and optimistic young salvager thrust through a grand adventure. His journey, marked by growth, determination, and a strong sense of justice, make him a likable and endearing character Players witness his development from a naive youth to a capable leader, which adds depth to his role in the narrative. The supporting characters in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 are the equally well-developed Pyra and Mythra, which will get their own section in the video, being the dual personas of a powerful blade, providing a captivating duality with distinct personalities. Their individual struggles and their evolving relationship with Rex add emotional depth and complexity to the story. Nia, another prominent character, undergoes a compelling character arc that explores her secrets, personal growth, and evolving relationships with the rest of the party. Her journey is emotionally charged and offers surprising revelations that deepen her connection to the overall narrative. The game offers a wide range of other characters, each with their own unique traits and motivations. From the stoic warrior Morag to the enigmatic Tora and his artificial blade Poppy, the cast offers a diverse array of personalities and backstories to enhance the overall experience. Furthermore, the game's affinity system allows players to form bonds and deepen relationships between characters, leading to heartwarming and sometimes heart-wrenching moments. This mechanic encourages players to invest in the characters' stories and foster a sense of attachment and empathy. I know this might sound weird to give these characters their own section in the game, but I feel like the two characters I'm about to cover were a big strength of the game, that being Pyra and Mythra. Like I said, are dual personas of the Aegis within Xenoblade Chronicles 2, who are indeed beloved characters due to their strong development, well writing, and compelling story arcs. Their depth and complexity contribute to their status as amazing characters within the game. Firstly, Pyra and Mythra's character development is intricately woven throughout the narrative. They are introduced as enigmatic and powerful beings with their own goals and motivations, and as the story progresses, players gradually uncover their rich histories, personal struggles, and emotional growth. The journey of self-discovery and acceptance they embark upon allows players to witness their transformation from the enigmatic figures to fully realized individuals with distinct personalities, fears, and desires. Moreover, Pyra and Mythra's contrasting personalities create a fascinating dynamic. Pyra embodies compassion, warmth, and nurturing nature, while Mythra represents strength, determination, and a hint of vulnerability. This duality adds a depth to their characters, which allows for complex interactions with the other members of the game's cast. The development of Pyra and Mythra also explores existential themes. Their identities as the Aegis create the ultimate weapon, raise profound questions about purpose and consequences of their existence. Their struggle to reconcile their roles as both protectors and potential destroyers delve into philosophical and moral quandaries, making them compelling characters to follow. Furthermore, Pyra Mythra has strong growth throughout the game, complemented by their emotional connections with other characters, particularly with the protagonist Rex, and their relationships evolve organically, displaying moments of camaraderie, trust, and romantic tension. And these dynamics deepen their characters and often players in engaging and emotionally resonant storytelling. And that's why I think Pyra and Mythra are well-written characters and probably have to be within my top 10 favourite female characters in all of gaming. For the summary, the gameplay, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. The gameplay may be a bit tricky to get used to when you first pick up the game, but if you have played a JRPG before, you might be used to it already. And if you are not a fan of anime-like gameplay, this game may not be for you. For the graphics and the performance, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Like, I do enjoy the graphics they put into the game. Like, the intricate character designs, the anime-like art style, and the smooth performance all do well here. And I would have given the score for graphics and performance a bit of a boost if the game does get a remaster on the next Nintendo console. I would see it looking a bit better, but for now, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. For the world building, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The way this world and the world of Ulrist has been crafted throughout the game is well detailed. Yet again, the world building is anime-like, but the only criticism I have with the world building is how big of a nightmare it is to navigate. For the story, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Xenoblade 2 does have a well-written story, which is a bit more complex to what I'm used to with other Nintendo IPs, such as Super Mario, The Legend of Zelda, and Pikmin. The characters, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Because I do think the designs of the characters, to their intricate personalities, especially in Pyra and Mythra, make the characters in this game worthy. The music, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Because I'm not going to lie, the score in the game is great. Adapting to each individual environment quite well, and sometimes composes fitting music depending on the mood of a particular cutscene. And now for the area that might get a bit difficult, and that's the voice acting. The voice acting in English, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. Because unfortunately, the voice acting in English is a bit bad, lacking a bit of energy within to the characters, and some characters such as Rex and Nia being miscast, with the only good part of the English voice acting being within Sky Bennett, who voiced Pyra and Mythra. But the Japanese voice acting, on the other hand, was phenomenal, getting a 10 out of 10. Because I played the entire game in Japanese for a reason. I may have played the first 30 minutes in English, but after watching some of the cutscenes for the game in English on YouTube, I thought it lacked a bit of energy. I needed to play the entire game in Japanese, and without skipping any cutscenes, the Japanese dub was more enjoyable than the English dub. But if you're not the anime type of person, go the English dub if you want. I'm not judging your opinion, but in my opinion, the Japanese dub is better. For the difficulty, I am going to give it a very hard. Because the only thing I can say about the game for now is you might be stuck in specific areas for hours at a time. Because I do remember at some point within the game, I was stuck at one part for 10 hours, which I did have to keep progressing my characters to make sure that I can get past that part, but at the end, I did. And since I didn't go easy mode, I ended up going with normal mode. The characters do take a while to progress, but once you get to the end, it will all be worth it. And for the length, I'm going to give it 64 to 100 hours. Because I'm not gonna lie, Xenoblade 2 is probably one of the longest games I played on the Nintendo Switch, being 64 to 100 hours long. For me, in total, it took 95 hours. Because don't forget, there was Tears of the Kingdom as well. But Xenoblade Chronicles 2 overall is a bit longer. And Xenoblade Chronicles 2 does join the ranks of one of the longest games I've ever played, with Assassin's Creed Valhalla at 100 hours and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom at 90. For the audience, I'm going to give it a 12 to 16 plus. Because for me, I wanted to play this game since 2019. But I ended up picking it up in May of 2022. Because starting in 2018, I did intend on getting myself into more Nintendo franchises, starting off with The Legend of Zelda, when I first obtained Breath of the Wild in 2019. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was next on the list, but unfortunately I did wait a few years to obtain the game, because I thought I'd understand it a bit more when I was a bit older. And I think this case scenario might be the same with Fire Emblem Three Houses, which I've not actually picked up yet. But before I play Fire Emblem Engage, I'm probably going to come to Three Houses. And for the perk, Unfortunately, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 did miss out on its certified gold perk, and that was mainly for the English voice acting, but did manage to earn its collector perk, because Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is great and is probably one of the most underrated gems I've ever played. I don't understand why there's so much hate towards the game, because it's well written, especially in Pyra Mythra. The English voice acting may be a big weakness for the game, but Xenoblade Chronicles 2 does manage to stay authentic and lush throughout the entire time playing. And overall, I give Xenoblade Chronicles 2 a 9.3 out of 10. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 offers a rich and immersive gameplay experience that combines exploration, combat, character progression, and a deep and interconnected world, as the expansive and visually stunning world of Orist, filled with intricate details and diverse wildlife, creates a sense of wonder and discovery. The strategic and dynamic combat system, along with the compelling character progression and quest system, keeps the gameplay engaging and rewarding. The graphics and the performance on the Nintendo Switch are impressive, with a vibrant art style and attention to detail. The captivating world building does immerse players in a vast and intricately crafted world, filled with unique environments, civilizations, and cultures, and the story is complex and epic, filled with unexpected twists, emotional moments, and grand revelations. The music, composed by Yasunori Masuda and other talented composers, is extraordinary. With a diverse range of genres and styles that enhance the immersive experience. The English voice acting has received mixed reviews, with me leaning onto the negative side of the English voice acting, with some performances lacking energy and not capturing the intended tones of the characters, but however, the Japanese voice acting is widely praised. The characters of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 are a major highlight, with memorable personalities, complex relationships, and compelling character arcs. Pyra and Mythra, in particular, stand out with their strong development, duality, and emotional depth. And overall, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 offers a captivating and immersive JRPG experience that is sure to engage players from hours on end. And I will play Xenoblade Chronicles 3, but I am gonna wait until I played its DLC, Torna the Golden Country, before coming to Xenoblade 3. So guys, what did you think of my finally long-awaited review for Xenoblade Chronicles 2? I get that I'm reviewing the game 6 years late, but this is one game I was desired to play for years. Since 2019, I was triggered to play the game. I was pushed more when Pyra Mythra finally joined Smash Bros. And I finally obtained the game in May of 2022. And have put so many hours into it. So, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn your notification bell on so you don't miss another review video like this one. So, I will see you all in a future review video. BB8 out.